Hey, Tony here, Random Adventures 2.0. What are we doing today? Well, we're doing a product review. So let me show you what product we're taking a look at. All right, here we go. So we're going to do the All Powers S200 Portable Power Station. Now, this is only about 3 pounds. So this is the box here. So the company actually sent it to me to take a look at, and I said I would definitely take a look at it, see what it's all about, and put up a review on it. But this is going to be an honest review of this product, all right? So I'm going to take it out of the box. Oh, wait, there's solar panels too. So there's 60 watts of solar panels in here. I'll show you that here in a second. All right, I'm going to get this out of the box and lay it out on the table. Alrighty, so we got it all out of the box, but I wanted to show you this here real quick. So this is just basic information. So this is a lithium-ion battery capacity. Look at that, 41,600 milliamp hours, and that's 154 watt hours. So the weight, 1.4 kilograms, about a little less than 3 pounds. Size, there you go. So that's all in millimeters, but I got my trusty ruler here. I don't know if you guys remember seeing any of these. This is my father-in-law's. He's since passed. God bless you, John. And I always would help him around. He always had this ruler. So look at that, 6.5 by 8, and so it's less than 2 inches thick. So, oh, that's a neat ruler. I love using it. Alrighty, so DC input, so 100 volts, 220, so that's regular plug into a wall, but 60 hertz. So the solar panel max, 18 volts, 99 watts max. So it does have an input, USB-C. We'll take a look at that. Output, AC output, continuous 200 watt with a surge of 240 watts. Surged USB, you got 5 volt, 3 amp, USB-C. Alrighty, so a lot of options there, and we'll take a look at it right on the unit, but here's the unit. All right, so in the box comes the All Powers S200, and then you also have your wall plug. So this is the for the outlet, and then that plugs into here, and then this barrel port goes in for charging, and we'll take a look at where that's at as well. All right, so you also get this little instruction manual. It's got a lot of different languages, but English, I did take a look at that. Very easy to understand for English. But let me flip this up on the side. Oh, one of the things we noticed right away, this is, you can, if you've got a cell phone that is one that is a wireless, you can just lay it on here and it will charge it. So, okay. So one of the things that I like about this, and now I didn't check the charge on it right out of the box, but let's give it a push. It is needing charged up. Alrighty, so right out of the box, it was not charged at all. It had zero charge on it, so I just plugged it in. So let me flip it onto the side here. So right here you have DC in. That's where that barrel plug goes. So I've got this cord plugged right into the wall over there. Now there is another input. So you've got a C connection right there. And it does say that you can charge it with the C port and this at the same time. So you can see coming off the wall, we've got 30 watts right there input. I'm going to grab another thing and try to put it into the C and see if that adds to it. All right, where are we at? All right, so you can see I've got another C connection here. So I'm going to try to plug that in and see what it does. So we've got the C port right here on the side. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on and let's see what it does. Watch the input right there. Yep, so we just jumped another 5. So, we're fluctuating between 36 and 37. So this is your on-off button right here. and your indicator light. Now this is the one AC plug, the 110 AC. Then you've got two USB ports right here. You do have the C on the side, which you can use for input or output. You got the barrel plug. Now this is when you want to use the AC plug, you push this button, AC comes on. You press and hold for that. And then you push this button if you want to use the USB ports. I like how this is illuminated as well, so when it's dark out, you'd be able to see. One of my thoughts is with this is, you know, it's not very heavy. I could actually backpack this into somewhere, and that's my thought. I've got some power banks that are smaller, things like that, but you know, every once in a while I've got to run a little bit more power, and I'm thinking this would be good because you got the USB ports. I've got some LED lighting that I can run off of that. The fast charge for my phone, because I do a lot of editing when I'm out in the field as well. Now the 110 outlet, there are some things that I have that I can take along that I can utilize that with. But this would be good if you were not only backpacking, but going in and sitting at, say, like a coffee shop, and you want to take your laptop along, you'd plug it right in there and you've got some good usage out of it. It's going to last for a while. I believe computer, maybe about 3 hours additional use. The nice thing is when you plug something in, it's going to tell you how much more time you have left. So, hey, let's look at this solar panel while this is charging up. Alrighty, so we've got this nice little carrying case here. So it's got a handle on the top, and then we just flip that open. But this thing right here, I just wanted to show you what that is. So this actually unsnaps. You unsnap this side. This side's got a little hinge. It also unsnaps too, but you know, this is so that when you stand the solar panel up, you can position it to hold it up so it's at that 41-degree angle. But let's get this opened up. All right. Oh, wait, let me spin it over. Okay, so on the opposite side, you've got this nice little zipper pouch right here that's got all of your components in it. So we're going to give that an unzip. And it's always got the website and all the support, so you can get a hold of them if you need to. All right, so inside of here, so this is the solar controller. So that's what you're going to connect into. You know what? Let me get this stuff out of these bags. All right, so like I said, that's a solar controller. So you've got your connections up here. Yeah, then this one here on the side, that's if you wanted to daisy chain other panels to it. So you can have the option to do that as well. All right, so we've got our barrel connectors on here, and this is if you wanted to hook it up to a, let's say, a car battery, say, or a small motorcycle battery or a deep cycle cell battery. You've got your positive and negative clips there. So that's nice and handy. Now there are a whole bag of different connectors here, so that's a great variety there. Usually you don't get this, so that's really cool. You got 4 carabiners, and what are they for? Well, there's little ties, you know, some paracord ties here. There's 4 of them on the corners. So if you wanted to hang this, you could hang it from something. Your better angle is going to be, you know, that 41 degrees. Now this is your connector to go from the solar controller right to your S200 power bank. So that's the connection you're going to need for that. I did see an option here, which I've never seen before. So yeah, it looks like a USB connector too. So that's pretty cool. All right, so I'm going to clear this stuff off, and we're going to open it up. All right. All right. So this is a nice Velcro right above the handle there, and just Give it a quick open. So right there you have it. So you've got your solar panels here. So you got two. They're probably a 30 amp and a 30 amp to make 60 watts. Or I'm sorry, 30 watt and a 30 watt to make 60 watt panel. But you just kind of lean it up, pop those legs out, and I'll see if I can get out into the sun. It's not real sunny out today, but I think we might go ahead and give that a try. Alrighty, so we are out camping, and I brought out the all powers right here. So I've got that set up as a power station, and I do have a little battery bank right here that I'm charging up that I was using for the phone and the tripod. So I am going to turn this on here, the indicator light. So we've got 15 watts output. So that's what's going to charge this up right here. So you can see I'm using the USB port right here. Now, I've got this USB port as well, and that is hooked up to a LED light, and I'm just going to turn that on. Yep, there we go. Now, that's at full. I can dim it down, let's say at the lowest setting or the lower setting. All right, so we're still pulling 15 watts. That really doesn't pull a whole lot, this LED light, but when you put it on high, you can see it jump up there all the way up to 24 watts. Between this battery bank and that, we got 24 watts going out. Now right here it says, well, I can run these on that full capacity for 4.8 hours. All right. Alrighty. So we're all done camping, and I stopped to edit that video, and I thought while I was editing, I would go ahead and throw the battery bank, the power bank up on the dash with the solar. Let me show you that. Alrighty, so you can see the blue skies there. There's a few clouds, but you know, we've got the 60 watts of solar panels right here. So you got 30 and 30 watts both, and then I've got them run right into the All Powers S200. And I'll tell you what, I am really impressed with this thing. So after we ran it at camp last night, we ran that LED light for about, 4 hours. And then I charged up a 10,000 milliamp battery. But this is going to be hard to see, but I'm already up to 78%. We're at input, 50 watts of input right here. So, like I said, out here in the sun, it's going to be hard to see, but got to take my word for it. All right, so our input's going good. We ran that cable right into the side, so I'm going to go ahead and finish doing a little bit of editing and give you my final thoughts. All right. There we go. I moved it into the shade so we can see it better, but we're at 96 hours. Look at that. And like I said, 78%. But see, the input is 56 watts of input. So usually you don't get that. If it's 60 watt panel, you're usually degraded, because I am in Pennsylvania, so we don't get a lot of solar activity as far as north here. I mean, if you're in like Arizona, you're gonna do a little bit better on your panels, but it is early June. So yes, look at that. That is great. All right, so I'm gonna sit here and let that charge up a little bit more before we get going, but final thoughts about the product. So the solar panels are amazing. Now the little legs, I'm not thrilled about, you know, with the snaps. They've unsnapped several times just in transit. So I wish they would make those a little bit more sturdy. But other than that, the panel works amazing. And I got it laid out flat on the dash because the sun is straight up right now. So it's noon. The unit itself, it does what it says it's going to do. So the AC plug, I actually tested that out just a little bit. Works perfect. I have a string of lights at the house. I plugged into that. It was they drew 18 watts. So that would be perfect. And I think it said I had 14 hours I could have run those lights on. So it was really perfect. Would I use it? Absolutely. And like I said, if you had a CPAP machine or something like that, That would be great for a CPAP, say if you're going camping or something like that. You could run a CPAP machine on it as well, or use it as a uninterrupted power supply. Have it plugged in, your CPAP plugged into it, into the 110, and then your CPAP machine plugged into the wall, so if the power goes out, it'll go ahead and take over and power your unit for several hours. All right, so I'm liking it. I really do. So would I recommend it? Absolutely. It's got the 2.0 approval, and I'll be using it on my rest of my videos whenever I need to. And I can power up my refrigerator with it as well, because my refrigerator only requires 41 watts draw when it's needing the compressor kicks on. So I can use that for a refrigerator in the car as well. All right. That's it. All right, we'll see you on the next review. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you. I'll put some information down in the description. All right, take care. Tony 2.0 out. All right, see ya.